person who's scared of dogs, who jumps at the sight of dogs, or who just cannot tolerate dogs? If you are, then this video is for you. I am Astha. I'm your inner power coach. I help you unearth your internal mind and growth blocks and help you lead a beautiful and magnificent life, beyond your dreams. Today, we're talking about the fear of dogs. Dogs, as you all know, are beautiful creatures like any other animals. But what if you have a fear of dogs? Your life could be restricted. So, in a country like India, where dogs are abound on the streets, you could have difficulty going for a jog or a walk. Or you could have difficulty visiting a friend who loves dogs. Or imagine dogs are barking in the night and you're not able to step out in the beautiful night sky. Because of your fear, you're not even able to experience the beauty of a night sky. Imagine your life restricted. So, what do? Do we continue to live like this? Do we continue to live with our fears? Or is there something that we can do to change? Is there a step that we can take today, that we can take now? I, for 33 years, for 33 years of my life, was very, very, very scared of dogs. I could not touch a dog. I found dogs to be dirty, scary, unclean, and I would even jump at the sight of puppies, not even a dog. Imagine a small, harmless puppy, and I would just jump at his sight. I would not be able to touch them at all. And today, I can proudly say, I'm able to play with dogs. I can hold them in my lap. I can pet them. I can let them be. And that is a whole new world for me. It's like a new dimension of love for me has opened up. I never knew dogs were so furry. Their fur was so soft. They were so cuddly. I never knew the warmth and belongingness that one could feel when touching a dog. Also, the warmth and belongingness that you receive from the dog. When he just licks your hand or when he just wags his tail. This dimension of love was always available for me. But did I access it? No, because for 33 years of my life, I was very scared of dogs. And all I had to do was unblock my mind. That's all that it takes. So, what did I do? I used a very simple yet powerful technique to overcome my fear of dogs. And today, I would like to share the same secret with you so that you also are able to overcome your fears. This technique would work for any fear, but today we are specifically discussing dogs. So, before we start, I would like you to grab a piece of pen and paper so that you can take notes, or maybe you could make digital notes. Your wish entirely. Over here, it's a very, very simple yet powerful technique. And what are we going to do? We are going to do a simple writing and burning process. Okay? So we write in the greatest detail possible about our fear, and then we release it through a burning process. And I will take you step by step through this. The first thing is, before we start anything, we should be in a calm frame of mind. We should be relaxed and we should be comfortable. So what I would recommend is, the easiest way to calm yourself is to calm your breath. So please take 3 breaths in and 3 breaths out. Fully in and fully out. And once you feel that you've calmed down, you please start with the process, which is, firstly, you complete the sentence, dogs are. You just write down dogs are, and whatever is the first thing that comes to your mind, just please note it down intuitively. You could say dogs are scary, you could say dogs are unclean, you could say dogs bite. Whatever comes to your mind, just quickly write that and keep it short and simple. Complete the sentence. After that, after you have written what dogs are, you would see that that is what you feel about dogs. and then we have an opportunity to probe further, okay? And we will probe further with a lot of different types of questions, and I'm going to classify them for you. We're going to do some what questions, and we're going to do some when questions. Suppose you've written dogs are scary. We start with the what question. What makes me feel that dogs are scary? And then you write down the answer, whatever comes to your mind intuitively. Suppose you write, I find dogs scary because they will bite me. Because they will bite me. So the next question that you ask yourself is, what makes me feel that dogs will bite me? Over here, suppose you answer, Mom said dogs will bite me. Then you probe further. When was the last time Mom said that dogs will bite me? That's your last memory of the statement that your mother has made, okay? And next question, and you write in the greatest detail possible. The next question that you ask yourself is, when was the first time that Mom said that dogs will bite me? Okay, let me take you through this whole step again that I have done, and a different version of the same thing. So you completed the sentence and you probably said dogs are scary. The next thing that you said was, what makes me feel that dogs are scary? And you said dogs will bite me. The next thing that you asked yourself was, what makes me feel that dogs will bite me? Suppose you have no further answer. And what do you do now? You simply move on to your when question, okay? So you say, when was the last time I felt that dogs will bite me? And this is trying to probe and unearth your last memory of when you felt that dogs will bite me. And the next question again in the same order, when was the first time that I felt that dogs will bite me? So it's a very similar pattern, some what questions and some when questions. And just use your intuition over here. It's very simple, it's very easy, just follow the instructions, okay? So going back to the previous example, we defined Mom said dogs will bite me. Then you went to when was the last time Mom said dogs will bite me, and when was the first time. So we are dealing with your first memory, trying to reach to your first memory of that instance. And now you take your pen and paper and you keep writing for as long as you can in the greatest possible detail, and be honest. Be as specific as you can be. So for instance, you could say, I was playing outside. I was 2 years old. I was playing outside the house and suddenly Mom rushed out. She found that our neighbor's Doberman, who was a very aggressive Doberman and had bitten a lot of people, was on the loose. So she was very scared that that dog will bite me. She was scared that that dog might even rip off my arm, because in the recent past he had become very, very aggressive and he had been attacking a lot of people. So she grabbed me by the arm, she pulled me and she almost dragged me inside. And the first thing that she tells me is, you can't be out right now. Doberman will eat you. Doberman will bite you. And that's what I believed. Okay? And that's where the memory closes. So what do I do next? Now I have this memory in great detail. I have written down what happened. Then I ask myself, the next question is a who question. Who said what to me? Okay? Who said what to me? So I identify who, my mother, and what did she say to me? My mother said, Doberman will eat me. Doberman will bite me. The next question that I ask myself is, do I still believe that? And in almost 100% of the cases, one would find that you still believe that. You're still carrying that belief from that point of time, from that instance in your life. That Doberman, you will actually feel that fear when you're writing this, that dog will bite you, will kill you. And that is the root cause, that is the block in your mind with regards to dogs. That is the block that you have to let go, that you have to release for your freedom. Okay? So we're not over yet, we're not done yet. The next question. So we've discussed some what questions till now. We've completed a sentence to intuitively gather what you feel about dogs. Then we've done some what questions. What makes me feel that dogs are scary? What makes me feel that a dog will bite me? When was the first time that I felt that a dog will bite me? And then again you went, who said what to me? And do I still believe that? Now you have your belief system. Now the next question is a what question again. What would I have liked to happen? Okay. Please understand this very carefully. What would I have liked to happen? Here you write in the greatest possible detail how you would have wanted the same event to have occurred as a child, or wherever, at whatever time this memory took place. In the example that I shared, that the mother came out, rushed out and dragged the child inside, let me reframe it. Suppose the child wanted something else. It could be like, I was playing outside and I was 2 years old, and my mother came out because she was worried and she'd found that the neighbor's dog was on the loose. Doberman could have bitten me, but she very calmly she saw that I was playing and she very calmly tried to divert my attention, and she very sweetly and gently held my hand and she said, come beta, come darling, let's go inside. I've made a special cake for you. So let's go eat some cake. Come, we'll play later. And she takes me in and I go in running after her and I enjoy that cake that she has made. And so over here, I feel very loved. I feel my mother has done something very special for me and I enjoy a cake. And the whole episode of me being scared of that dog is not there, does not exist at all, right? So we do that, we write this in great detail. And the next step is we accept both the fear that we felt for that dog, the fear that was probably put into our minds by something that was said to us, okay? And we also accept what we wanted to happen, the desire that we wanted to happen. We read that and we just say, this is what I would have liked to happen. And with both the knowledge of our fear and of our desire, we take all the pieces of paper that we have written and we release it, okay? So the release process is very important, and this is the most crucial part, if I were to put it that way, in the whole process. So you take all the pieces of paper, you go into an open space, maybe outside your house, maybe on the terrace, wherever you're comfortable with, and you burn each of the pieces of paper that you have written very slowly and one by one, and you see them burning. And before they burn, just set out an intention, just anything that you want to say before you burn, that I am releasing all my fear with this process. I am releasing my fear with this process. Please focus on the word I am releasing, okay? Keep repeating that in your mind, that you are releasing. I'm letting go of my fears. I'm empowered and free from this minute on. That's what you focus on in your mind. You focus on the release word and the letting go word and being empowered and free. And then you see each page burn. Slowly, steadily, you see it burn. And what are we doing with this process? We are not only burning your fear, we are also burning your desire of what should have happened in that instance, okay? So, in effect, we are bringing a closure to the whole situation, to the whole instance in your life. This is your full and final closure to that situation, and please believe it is so. And if you do believe it is so, you will see incredible changes in your life. I've tried this technique several times before. I use it almost every day as a part of my letting go processes, and it has always worked for me. I have seen incredible changes in my life with it, and I cannot impress upon you of how powerful this simple technique is. You have to do it to experience it, okay? And after you have done it, so I'm assuming you've written, you've burnt, and then if you would like to do that, you could offer the universe, or in any higher power, if you so believe, a word of thanks, just a little bit of gratefulness. Thank you for this process. Thank you for helping me release my fears. Thank you for helping me move forward in my life. Whatever you would like to do, in whatever way you would like to say, I like to close my hands. I like to look up at the open sky, and I just like to say thank you for the grace in my life. That's what I normally do. I just stand in a pose of namaskar, which is like this, with my thumbs like this, typically, and I just say thank you for the grace in my life. That's my way of saying thanks, but you could do it in any way. That's it from me, and I will see you soon with another video. Bye bye. Thank you.